Alright, so we should be going. We should be good this time. Um, we're back. There's Utica hockey tonight. They play at 7 tonight and then 12:15 tomorrow morning. I don't know why you'd want to play a game at 12:15. It's almost like playing a game at 11 o'clock in Toronto. I don't know who would do that, but it's going to be Utica University playing Arcadia and their men's ice hockey team. Now, Utica's rolling into this as the one. They've seen Arcadia last year 2 times in one series. So they've seen it's a team that we haven't seen much of, but we've seen before. They're 2-0 against Arcadia. Both were wins. It was a home and away, so this will be the first time in the series that both games are in one place and both games are there. Utica had 7 goals in one game and apparently 12 in the other. So they've done well against Arcadia. They've only allowed 1 goal through 2 games against them. And I think it'll be 2 easy games for Utica this weekend. I mean, it's D3. Anything can happen any given night, but it should be easier than playing a lot of other teams. I mean, this is on the level of Alvernia last week. And Alvernia's not a great team, but, anybody's dangerous on any given night. You can't really underestimate anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. You can be last or first in whatever division in whatever sport. One night, all it takes is one night and one game to change the whole outcome. Utica Men's is coasting at their clinched number 1 spot. They're awaiting to see who they will be facing in the UCHC tournament. I don't think the 8th seed is confirmed yet. I don't know for sure. Obviously, it's going to be the last one to be confirmed. It's going to be somebody that Utica's seen before this year. It is. All those games usually are. And looking at this game, look at Arcadia. They're 6-14-3. And they're 3-5-1 at home. They haven't played as many games at home as they have on the road. They've played 5 more games on the road, and they've played teams like Manhattanville, which they went 1-1 against. Nazareth beat them both times. They tied and beat Lebanon Valley, who's not a great team. Utica wiped the floor with them. They tied and won against King's College. They lost twice to Newman. They lost twice to Wilkes. And they beat Alvernia by 1 both games. And then got destroyed by Stevenson both of those games. And tied and lost to Chatham. Those are opponents in the conference that Utica's seen before. And Utica beat this year. Stevenson was the toughest opponent in this division that Arcadia's played so far. And looking at them, they don't really scare me. They don't. They probably should, but they don't. Right now, your seeds. All right. Your seeds are clinched. It looks like it's pretty much settled. I don't think there's anyone that can really move. Arcadia is the 8th seed. They barely clinched. I think it had to have been last weekend, because they will see. They barely beat out Kings. Lebanon Valley is at the 3 that missed are Lebanon Valley in last with 8 total points. Newman 4 above them, and then Kings College 4 above them. Arcadia got in with 3 points to spare as of right now. So Arcadia, Utica's going to see him again next weekend after this in the first round. But the difference is you're going to see him in Utica. So that's another thing. You're going to see him again. I don't know how. I don't know if they're going to perform any better in the playoffs. I don't expect them to. And I think Utica is probably happy that they're seeing Arcadia 3 times this year. Now, let's just note Remy Parker still has his point streak going. And let me know. Utica Men's playoff tickets for the first and second round of the playoffs are on sale. And if they win both of those games and go to the conference championship, those go on sale in the first week of March. But Utica is still number one in the polls. They got 12 out of 21st place votes this week and got 290 points to stay in the one spot. It's another 20th win season, and they got their 13th in a row against Arcadia University to keep them in first. They can, if they win this weekend, both games, it's 14-15. They could move to 22-2-1 and 20-0 in UCHC play, a perfect record, and it's going to be a good thing. Now, I will note, Mick Curran did get injured slightly last weekend against Arcadia, Alvernia. From what I'm hearing, he's fine. He should be through tonight, tomorrow. That's just what I've heard. It's not confirmed until we see him, but he should be fine. He should be good to go. Excited to see him back. Now, looking at this, it looks like, Arcadia's not great in total. Now, Utica is 19-1 in total in terms of score for and against in those two games, like I noted. And Arcadia is in the middle of the pack with 68 total goals scored this season in the conference. But apparently they've allowed almost 100 goals. They are 2 off. No milestones for the guys as far as I know. I don't think they're necessarily in reach for these 2 games, looking at it right now. Justin Allen was the first defenseman to hit 100 and the 7th player to hit 100. The 4th this year and the 5th current on the roster. That's good. It's good news. That was the last big milestone, I think, plus his games milestone that he hit. I don't think there's much else at the moment to go on, at least off of this weekend, for can something be broken. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. And Lucas Herman is coming off a UCHC Co-Player of the Week award last week after totaling 4 points through the 2 games. And he had his first hat trick as a Pioneer. So all in all, looking at this game, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. It's just about what is Utica going to do to get those games over early, and then what do they do in the quarterfinal, or what do they do in the quarterfinal when they're probably going to play Alvernia? I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, time's coming. Playoffs are almost here, and I'll see you later in the week with more stuff.